So using these cold email split testing tactics, we've been able to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars for our clients. But you see, most people are split testing in the wrong way. And they end up wasting time and money split testing the wrong things, and ultimately they're not able to get the results that some of our clients do using cold email by doing so. So in this video, I want to show you my 3-step bulletproof system for cold email split testing so that you can get similar results as our clients. And the craziest part is you already have an idea on what to split test. It's quite literally only 3 things, and I'll show you exactly what they are in this video. Let's get right into it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here is how you can split test your cold emails so that you have the most success and you know what angle, what scripts, what offers, and what to target when it comes to cold email split testing, right? But first, let me tell you a quick story because I'm sure that this will relate to most of you guys that are currently running cold email right now. So when I first got started with cold email, I would split test different variables like these. I would split test the subject lines, so I'd be like, okay, what subject lines would get the most clicks? Which one is better? Should I put like their name? Should I put their company name? Should I throw in humor? Like what subject line is the best? I would split test signatures. So instead of just saying like best Aryan, I would also say thanks or best regards or cheers, right? And then I would also split test minor tweaks in the scripts, such as words. So for example, instead of saying we work with or we help, I would try we partner with or we help or we whatever, right? And I would use these types of variables to see, okay, should I have this subject line? Should I have this signature? Should I have this minor tweak in the script? And what ended up happening was that I honestly couldn't tell which angle performed, and all of them just ended up flopping, right? Because those 3 variables there, subject lines, signatures, and minor tweaks in the scripts, are what most of you are probably doing, right? And most of you are probably in this first bucket here. You just couldn't, you can't really tell, you don't really have a clear picture on, okay, what angle is performing. And it just ends up being a flop. And you also end up wasting time and money on a test that gave no clear winner. Because that happened to me. I was spending all this time split testing subject lines, split testing minor tweaks in wording, split testing even signatures, just vanity metrics. It doesn't matter. And when I was split testing these variables, it just ended up wasting my time and money on a test that gave no clear winner. And then also, I was targeting a smaller market at the time, and I ended up just burning through my TAM, my entire market. I sent off so many cold emails that I just ended up burning through my TAM. And these are all things that you're probably going through right now. You're probably testing different stuff and seeing like, okay, well, I don't really have a clear winner here. I don't know what angle performs. I don't know why this angle performed, but I don't really have a clear winner. And what ends up happening is you just waste your time. Honestly, you just end up wasting your time. You end up wasting weeks and weeks, and you don't know which angle performs, and you're just stuck there testing different stuff that just doesn't work. Right? And some of you, if you do have smaller markets, if you do have markets like that are 15,000, your whole like TAM, total addressable market is like 15,000 people, you end up burning through that TAM pretty quickly if you end up sending thousands of cold emails every single month, and you waste weeks and weeks on split testing different things that just doesn't work. So I'm sure that you guys watching this video are going through this exact same thing, which is why I'm making this video, because after testing so many things, I end up finding that there are only three key variables that you need to split test when it comes to cold emails. Just 3, right? And after I found these 3, I booked over 1,000 calls for myself and my clients. I was able to find product market fit for myself and also my clients and their various different offers. And ultimately, what we're all here for, I just ended up generating money, right? So I'm going to break down in this video what those 3 things are so that you just don't end up wasting time. You don't end up wasting money on paying for all these, smart lead subscriptions and not getting results. All these lead lists, all the AI, all the clay stuff, and everything. And you end up finding what angle works best for what market, and you end up generating money and booking tons and tons of calls, right? So let's get right into these 3 key variables. The first variable is the offer. No surprise, surprise, right? So obviously, why should you split test your offer? And the reason why is because you want to test to see what end result would your target market want, right? What keywords, what phrases would resonate with our market? So, for example, if I'm selling cold email lead generation services, which is what I do, instead of just saying, hey, I'll book you 5 to 12 calls a month, we could also try something like, hey, you'll get 3 to 5 new clients every 90 days. This is a way of positioning it so that your offer essentially stands out, right? And you don't know this stuff till you split test it. Because think about it like this: if someone's booking 5 to 12 qualified calls a month, every single month, don't you think in 90 days they'll at least close 3 people in 3 months? I mean, that's at least 15 calls. I'm hoping you at least close 1/5 of that, right? So this is a way you can split test, or this is an example of a split test that you can run. Just take a look at your offer, take a look at your end result, and ask yourself, okay, what can I tweak here to make myself stand out versus everybody else that's offering this exact same thing, right? And how you can do this for your offer, and most of you watching this are B2B, I'm assuming. For B2B offers, it's your end results are always going to be around money, saving time, and saving money, right? So either they make more money, they either save time, or they save money, right? And what I want you to do is I want you to write down all of the end results that someone gets by working with you. Or you can just, go to ChatGPT, ask it to take a look at your website, and be like, hey, what are some offer ideas you have on my website based on what we do? To give you more context, we help blah, 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 right? And then you could be like, boil it down to 5 most likely offers that would be enticed by my market, right? And once you have that, once you have like the end result, the Hermosi style offer, you can just keep the entire email the same and just swap out the email. So swap out the offer and the copy itself, right? I don't know why there's a C here. Delete that. But you can just keep the entire email the same and just swap out the offer and the copy. So for example, look at this, right? This is an offer that we ran for one of our clients. So this is a SEO client targeting septic companies, right? So the scripts itself are the same, except for the second line, which is just the offer. So I'm not going to read you the scripts, but the offer in the first email is like, hey, we can get you 50 to 100 tank pumping jobs every month without using referrals, using our lead acquisition funnel. That's email 1A. Second email is like, hey, we can make you the leading septic company in your city without using referrals, using our lead acquisition funnel. You see how it's different? One is like, okay, you're pitching leads. The other one is like, okay, we'll establish you and help you beat your competitors, right? So this is ways you could test offers. Just literally keep the same email copy and just swap out the offer, and then you'll be able to see, okay, was it because this offer is better, or is this offer better, right? And quick plug for myself, if you don't know, again, we run a lead generation agency. We help our clients book anywhere between 5 to 12 qualified meetings a month. And if you need somebody to help you split test your offer, find product market fit, and book you 5 to 12 qualified calls with your ideal customers every single month, we would be more than likely to help you out. So, for example, here's one of our clients closing a 11K deal. Here's Matthias here saying, hey, we're going to do a 6 to 12 month partnership along with this company, right? So, self-promotion's over. Let's get back to the actual video itself. So that's how you split test the offer. Just literally keep the copy the same, swap out the different parts. Now, the next thing you want to split test is call to actions, or CTAs. So the reason why you want to do this is because I remember, let me tell you a story of before why you want to do this. But I remember I had a client where all we did was we had 2 different CTA variants. One, and this is for a video offer, by the way. One was just a simple soft call to action, saying something like, hey, interested in hearing more, or open to learning more. The other was a CTA that was something along the lines of, hey, would you be open to seeing some examples we made for so-and-so case study, right? The one that got a better offer, or the better positive response rate, was that second one. But we never actually used it for literally months and months, and we were just throwing stuff at the wall trying to see what sticks. And then we came up with the idea of, okay, let's just try saying, hey, do you want to see some examples of our work? And literally, after sending out more and more cold emails, the positive reply rate of saying, would you be open to seeing our examples, went up by 20%. So you can see if, for your own offer, if sending a video, a one pager, or a simple call to action, or like soft call to action, performs better, right? So just for call to actions itself, all you have to do is just see, okay, look at your current assets you have, and you could be like, okay, can I offer somebody a lead magnet? Can I offer somebody an intro offer? Can I offer somebody a one pager? Can I offer somebody like a Loom video? If you haven't seen my Loom video on my channel, go check that out. I've made a fantastic video on that. So I just keep it something like, hey, interested in learning more, right? So all you have to do is just take a look at your current offerings and be like, okay, I have all these assets that I have. What can I offer to my market that will be most valuable? Let's split test and let's see what works. So split test your call to action, right? Again, and here's some creative ideas. You can do looms, you can do a one pager, you can do like a demo video if you have a software company, you can do a lead magnet, and you can just do a typical soft call to actions. If you do all this, again, you will eventually find a winner, because there has to be a winner. Trust me, there has to be a winner. And what you can do is just scale that winner. It's pretty simple, right? So, for example, this is for one of our clients where all we did was we split tested call to actions. And obviously here, we sent more emails for these two variants versus this one. But what we found early on, after sending 300 emails each across these variants, was that, okay, C and D performed a lot better, so let's just scale those two. But even C and D, you can see that all we did was we just split tested the call to action. Like, pretty simple. And this is how you would split test, right? So you can see the results we have by just split testing the call to actions. So that's the second thing. Split test your call to actions. And finally, what you want to split test is your ICP. So obviously, your ICP is your ideal customer profile, and all you have to do is you test different niches to find product market fit, PMF. So sometimes your ideal customers aren't really your ideal customers. So I speak to business owners all the time, and they're like, yeah, we work with so-and-so company, but they onboard with us, they hop on a call, or they onboard with us to start working with us, and over some time, we test different markets, and we find that, okay, you told us at the beginning that this is your ICP, but actually this new market that we're testing right now with your offer is actually performing for you a lot better. You're closing more deals with it. So let's just roll with that, right? So for all of you watching this, you probably have worked with a certain type of company before. You've probably worked with you have favorites, right? You have somebody you really like working with. What you can do is you can, again, target the ICP, but you can find other ICPs that also need your help, that need your services, and target them as well. So test different niches, test different job titles, whatever it may be, right? And here I have test job titles, test different industries, test different employee headcount, and mix and match all of these above, right? It's not just industries. Obviously, industry is like the biggest example I can give you. But if you test, if you usually work with CMOs, but then you find out that, okay, maybe the marketing coordinator is better for me. Who knows? Maybe you don't know till you test, right? So just test different ICPs, test different job titles, and even, if you're usually working with, let's say, mid-sized companies like 50 to 100 or 50 to 250, and you're like, okay, well, I want to split test 1,000 plus. You can do that as well, right? And again, just mix and match all of these above, and you'll be able to find one ICP that works for you, right? So that is how you do at least split testing, right? Now, I know all of this can be a little overwhelming. So my advice to you is take it one step at a time. So I would first line it up just like this. Start with the offer, right? Don't split test everything at once. Start with the offer. Offer is king. Start with the offer. You more than likely already have a ICP in mind, right? You've worked with multiple different types of companies, industries, whatever. You more than likely have an ICP in mind. So I would first start with the offer. I would be like, okay, let me take a look at my offer. What are some end results I can offer to my ICP? And then you can split test that, right? So you'll be able to find, what offer works best. Then I'd start with the call to action. what type of call to action works best for this ICP. Is it the Loom video? Is it the lead magnet? Is it the demo video? Is it the intro offer? Is it just a regular soft call to action? And then finally, once you conquer that one market that you have, I would then move on to switching up different ICPs. I would go to different job titles, or more, actually, no, I would actually go to different industries and target different job titles, right? So I know this is a lot because this is testing all of these things at once in one cold email campaign that has like 3,000 leads is not going to be optimal. It's not going to be optimal. So I would first split test offer, find out what works best with their current ICP. I would then split test the call to action, find out what works best, and then I would try out different markets and find out what works best. So offer, call to action, ICP. That's the order you should go through. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you do proper cold email split testing. If you found this video valuable, please press like and subscribe. And if you are a B2B business and you want someone to split test your offer and value proposition and find product market fit for you, you can book a time with me below and we can talk about how we can help you do all this. Here's some client results that we recently got. Here's Deepak closing like a $13,000, $20,000 deal. Here's Matthias landing a gig with Tracy. It's like $5,000 to $10,000. And then here is Renee from First Reg Digital closing somebody for Google Ads and SEO. So yep, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you found this valuable, and I'll see you all in the next one.